Hello everyone, it's LemonM Doodles here, and I am actually publishing my first actual traditional speed paint video. So my name is Juan, and um, I live in Texas. I guess Houston, Texas to be exact. I really don't care because it's a really big place. I don't really post face pictures, but yeah. My name is Juan, but I go by LemonM Doodles on Instagram and on YouTube. I used to go by Yuki Ashida Mangaka, but I decided to rebrand myself since I'm kind of straying away from drawing anime-like stuff. But I mean, it's always been a name I had, but I wanted to associate my name with something I really love to eat, and so I love eating lemon meringues, lemon meringue pies, and just stuff with lemon in it, lemon custard, a lot of lemony things that I like to eat, lemon bars, for instance. But yeah, getting with the materials that I used for this drawing, I had used an art graph, water-soluble graphite stick, and I've been really looking at this for quite a while, and the only reason I've attained it is because I won first place in the student exhibition for the design category, and I'm really happy about that because they gave me a bunch of nifty art supplies. I got some Faber-Castell Pit pens, the manga shonen set, I got the shoujo set, and I also got the Terra set, which is more of folly colors, but I also got the Tombow Dual Brush Pens Muted Palette, and Render No Show Through Sketchbook. Other than that, the materials I used were the Art Graph, water-soluble graphite, and I used my Arteza watercolor brush pens, and they're really good brush pens. They're self-moisturizing, so sometimes you might have to put them on a napkin a bit before if you don't want to get the graphite too diluted. The same goes with watercolors, but I think it'd be pretty good if it already has a bunch of water in it when you pick up the colors, because it makes it kind of easier, but you don't want the color sitting there for a while. I mean, the water sitting there for a while. My bad. This is my first time doing voiceover, so I'm trying to get used to it, and I'm trying to post more speed paints in the future, whether they be digital or traditional, but I decided for this one to be traditional. Originally, this was supposed to be for a fundraiser video, but I just decided to post it as just a regular speed paint, and then I'll make a different video for a fundraiser video. But I am currently making a GoFundMe for my college tuition. Of course, I'm also working for the money and trying to do scholarships, but I also find it really hard because I don't want to be one of the people that relies on loans, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. So, in my need of help, if you're interested in looking at the GoFundMe campaign, it might be up maybe today, the same day as the video is up, or tomorrow. It all depends if I'm not too lazy. I have to open a bank account tomorrow, so yeah, that's the thing I have to do. But yeah, a bit about me. I'm 18 years old. I started my first year of college, not in well, it's an actual college, but it's not a four-year university. It's a community college, which means I'll be there for 2 years, and then I'll transfer out. I'm just going for my basics right now. That way, when I transfer to school, the school that I want to go to, then I'll be able to just transfer my credits over there. That way you have enough time to look for scholarships and try to not rely on loans. But my last resort is loans, then I'll get loans. I just have to work really hard after that, and it'd be pretty hard to get a place with a loan, so that's really the only hoopla. Let's see. I live in Texas. I'm not sure if I said I lived in Texas, but I live in Houston, Texas. Um, 18 years old. I love art, and I've always loved art since I was a kid. I always used to draw, but I started taking it seriously around my sophomore year of high school, so it was late sophomore year, so I think it was around February 23rd when I actually started drawing seriously and trying to draw my own things. And it's almost been about 3 years, so around February 23rd or so, that marks the time I actually started drawing my own things, which is pretty amazing because I can see the amounts of improvement that is coming in and fluctuating within every art piece that I make, and I just really love drawing and painting, and but I guess I can also tell you the major I'm trying to go for is animation. So I'm trying to go for an animation major, and I really want to do 3D animation and 2D animation. I know at Ringling, or at SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, they teach you both, so they start you off, I think, with doing storyboards and other types of things, and then they get you into 2D animation first, I believe, and then they get you into 3D animation. But they're going to be changing their curriculum, so I heard by one of the animation professors, so yeah, that's really nice. That they'll have a better program by the time I get over there, hopefully. But yeah, with this speed paint, or a speed draw, I'm guessing it's still painting, I use the water-soluble graphite, and the way it just rolls down and how fast it activates is just really lovely. I really loved painting with these, so it was really nice. It's very easy to activate. I wouldn't say there's any problems. It's great. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. It's something new for me, so I want to learn and practice with it, different ways how to render with it. The paper that I'm using is, God, I forget what it is. It's probably 8.5 by 11 inch Bristol board, and I'm not sure if Bristol boards are really meant for watercolor or using water on them, but it handled it pretty well, and I felt like the pencils would probably, the pencil would probably lay down better on the Bristol board, and it's much more smoother. I would have used my render sketchbook, but the problem with using a render sketchbook in water is that it's not really capable of using water with it, even though it says for all media, but it's not really something you'd use for water. More so used for marker work or, pitch pens. I mean, it's good with pit pens. Other than that, let me think of something, because I can talk a whole lot, but I don't know anything really to say. I really try to get more depth within this by using the graphite to the full potential, and the reason why I got a soft is because with a soft graphite block, oh wait, I didn't buy this, oh, I won this, but the good thing, the good thing with the soft graphite block is that, it allows you to use a whole different range of values, and it's really amazing how dark you can get the graphite and how good it lays on the paper. I try to do more detailed shading than I usually do, and I was kind of scared of doing that. I used a napkin to kind of pick up the colors. Also, sorry for earlier, I had dropped my tripod, so yeah. Other than that, if you have any questions to ask me or any video recommendations, because I have a bunch of art supplies, from watercolors, alcohol markers, I even have the Ohuhu markers, I have a render sketchbook, I have a watercolor sketchbook, I have a mixed media sketchbook, I have a bunch of things, I have cardstock, I have a bunch of watercolor brushes, I have a bunch of art supplies because I really love it. I also have gouache, and I've been really wanting to practice more with gouache because it's very cool and very weird at the same time. So if you have any video suggestions, if anyone does watch this, I really don't know, but just leave it in the comments below. I really think this drawing came out very pretty to me, and right now I'm trying to blacken out the background, so I can kind of separate her from the whiteness. And I'm using a big flat brush. I'm not sure what exact size it is, but it's the biggest flat brush in the piece set of the Arteza brush pens. It's the ones with the clear barrel, and it has the things with the red push part on it. I really should take a picture of this and edit it in the video, but I'll show you what I mean. I'll probably, through the magic of editing, do that, but if you can see, there's the red barrel right there, as I'm painting. But yeah, we're nearing the end of this video, so I hope people like it. I don't know if I sound a bit nasally, my nose kinda got really clogged by the end, so my bad. But if you have any video suggestions or anything you'd like to recommend, what art supplies you'd like me to do, even if it's not art supplies, paint with different things, Kool-Aid, Skittles, or I don't know, your heart's content, maybe draw with something that's not an art supply. Other than that, I hope you had a really great day, and please enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. Remember, lemons are always the best snack, and vote lemons for president because I love lemons and they're really good. I don't know what to say at the end. Eat lemons, eat lemons, eat lemons. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm random. Bye. Also, if you wanna digital speed paint, just ask. I'll do digital if you want to request a digital. But bye. Bye.